Hello everybody, it's Carlos Pro 369. Today we're going to be starting off this video talking about Destined Rivals, guys. So if you have heard on the Pokemon news, on all these other videos, I'm probably late to this, but I'm still going to cover this regardless because I need the views, I need the clicks. And thank you guys for those that do watch my videos and that like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully I can make more content like this for you guys. That way you guys can be entertained with different perspectives on the Pokemon hobby. So without further ado, let's go right into the video. Destined Rivals is the 10th set in Scarlet and Violet. I'm going to have to give a little bit of context, that way we can kind of assess the situation at hand and potentially see the future outcomes and my thoughts and opinions. Let me turn on this light. So, Destined Rivals, 10th set in Scarlet and Violet era. It came out starting off at $250. People, this was a unprecedented information or unprecedented at the time because most of the boxes haven't hit that mark yet. So Destined Rivals was an outlier. And so after that, it climbed up to almost $500, $600 a box. Then it went down, and then it just climbed back up. But we have to know why this is happening, okay? That's, as you can see on the front picture, you can see Destined Rivals. You can see the booster box artwork. You can see that this is a Team Rocket set. Team Rocket, guys, is iconic. It has so much potential, has a lot of nostalgia, and just to the Pokemon franchise itself. So people are going to want this set because it's collectible. It's the collectability of this set. You can see the front artwork, guys, is Giovanni and Mewtwo. And you can see these other flagship Pokemon with I don't know which generation this Team Rocket is from, but we do know that Giovanni is from Gen 1. He's the OG team. And it's a throwback to Destined Rivals and some of the heroes and their Pokemons. And this set is pretty good in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know the sentiment. There's different sentiment on this, but because it has been priced high and has gone super high, people want this set, okay? This set was compared to be the next Evolving Skies. Now, I can't confirm that, guys. And as you can see here, I'm on a late recording because my audio was messed up. But as you can see, it went up from the initial run up, from the initial $250 release point, all the way to $500. Then it went back down, and then it just went climbing up because of no reprints, no restocks. I believe this was a reprint in Europe or something, or in Britain or something like that. The first wave that came out in Europe, and it dropped the boxes. And then now, at the second point, this second peak was because of, the fact is that we haven't had any booster box reprints in the Pokemon space for the past year, currently going right now. But this is where it gets interesting, guys, because if you didn't know, and if you didn't watch any other Pokemon YouTubers, they have confirmed, the people with distribution, the people that sell Pokemon cards at a large scale, the game stores and all that, the card shops, they have confirmed that they are getting a reprint, restock, however you want to coin that term, of Pokemon booster boxes. Now, this is very awesome because of the fact that you can definitely see that the market has been cooling off this summer. The price maybe has dropped because of the demand falling off. We have gone from so many more other sets that came out with more hype and more, I guess, build up or fan base, whatever. We had Phantasmal Flames, Black Ball, White Flare. We're getting the 30th anniversary. We're getting Delta Rain. So, culmination of all these things probably is the reason why this box has gone down from its initial peak, the second peak run up, and to the now low 470s. Is that a buy? I am not. For me, I am not buying this box. Why? Because I don't have the capital to deploy for that, okay? If I could get this for 150 bucks, I would buy it, obviously, because it's MSRP, right? But in the things of Pokemon, there's things that you can only obtain at the current market price. These boxes you could never buy at MSRP, okay? So you either have to pay the prices or you don't have the box. And so that's just the way it goes. Now, coming up is going to be the ETB, but let's go ahead and just, confirm this information is that we might be getting a restock from distribution to the people that sell the Pokemon cards. But the story is that they are getting charged more for the products itself than MSRP or the distro price. Some people are saying they're paying $400 a box. I cannot guarantee that information. They could be lying, they could be truthful. I do not know. But if they are getting that at that price point, it is going to be very interesting seeing what's going to happen within the next month or so, whenever that drop does get released onto the market, because those stores, they need capital, they need liquidity, they need to sell this in order to raise capital, make some profit, and continue investing in their stores. So that's going to drive the price down a lot, because we as the market, if we don't want the product at that price, then it's just going to drop even more until there's a baseline of where collectors or investors deem the price to be worth at. If people are deeming Destined Rivals to be worth 350 fair market value, or expected value, I don't remember, intrinsic value, that's the word, then they're going to buy it at 350. But as we're going to come up into the elite trainer box, I believe, that's the thing. That's the thing we have to notice. So, elite trainer boxes, guys, we have seen that they have dropped $100 to $130, and the reason we talk about the ETB right now is because the box artwork is amazing, and you can see here that there has been crazy peaks. You know, there has been a crazy peak. This box has gone up tremendously. This box has gone below the market price that it was a while back ago, or maybe it's just dropping now. For me, I never saw these in the wild. I never was able to find an ETB for the long. I haven't even. The only time I found an ETB was for Black Bolt and White Flare, when I actually caught a restock that had mini tins and all that good stuff. And that was the only time I could ever find ETBs. So are ETBs rare? Could be. Just the people of the game how it goes right now is botters, flippers, scalpers, all those things. Investor bros, they are the ones that are dominating the hierarchy. But we can obviously see that the price has gone down, and so is it a good time to buy? That is up to you to decide. I'm just presenting the information. Will I buy this? I'm not buying this just because I can't. I'm not putting a lot of money into Pokemon at this time. And so, you know, we're gonna move on to the single prices and talk about the cards themselves. So here is why this is potentially a good investment, a good time to investigate, to time your entry point into Destined Rivals. And why? Because of the cards itself. These are really beautiful artworks. They all have trainer Pokemon and their trainer, Team Rocket, or the good guys or the bad guys. But there's different cards for everybody. And we're going to be looking at the Mewtwo from Destined Rivals. This is the flagship Pokemon of the set. It has gone up from a very tremendous high to, it has gone two peaks, okay? So this tells me that if there's more copies out there that is going to be on the market from rip and shipper suppliers, who knows? It could drop down to those lower prices. But then again, the card itself is the top flagship Pokemon of the series and even the set. So there's potential that it can rise. Now, am I telling you to buy this? I don't know. I don't spending $500 on a Pokemon card is insane for me, you know? Even though I have 4 booster boxes, I have a couple booster boxes. For me that's not insane, but just to spend that much capital on a Pokemon card is insane, for me at least. And so we're going to conclude to this video. I hope you guys got some information. If you did, comment down below your thoughts and your opinions on Destined Rivals. But until then, guys, see you in the next one. And yeah, guys, peace.